Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius May 4, 2022. Don't feel like you need to be so serious about things today. Organization and planning is helpful, but sometimes what you need is chaos and spontaneity. Out of chaos comes order, and more than likely, this order is much more developed and evolved than what existed before the chaos began. Let things crumble so that you may build them up again with a forward-thinking, progressive attitude. Today you might find that someone wants to have an honest discussion with you about something. Take time to really listen to this person. Maybe your child needs to share something that is going on with them. Don't just dismiss what they are saying. Pay close attention. Or maybe your romantic partner is going through some challenges, and they need some support from you now. Offer a kind and sympathetic ear. You might be having trouble with your plumbing today, particularly if you have a good-sized kitchen. This is far too complex a problem for you to handle yourself. Pay the extra money to have a professional come in and take care of the problem. It'll save you a lot of work and certainly a lot of frustration. In the meantime, have a pizza delivered while you're waiting to get your kitchen back. This is going to be a good day to analyze the different ways you can proceed towards your professional dreams. As a first step, take stock of the resources you have, then figure out how you can use them to best advantage. You would also find it helpful to interview others who have the position you desire. Ask them how they got there, and see if they can help you do the same. Relations and friends are having a hard time with you and vice versa. Put an end to this mutual feeling of frustration, be honest with yourself and consider compromising on some points. Talking to people to clear things up is also a big help. Regard today's negative atmosphere as an opportunity to resolve conflicts permanently. Your big brain is bursting with ideas, so bust out a few and surprise your friends. It's a great time to start new things or ponder big notions until you get a sense of what's coming. Whatever you try to achieve is criticized and unlikely to be accepted in a very favorable way, especially if you feel undue pressure to perform any kind of activity. It is far better to delay important activities or decisions until you feel positive about the outcome. Use your sense of humor to relieve any tension. A rather black mood that's been plaguing you since early morning could suddenly disappear when a partner, business or romantic, brings wonderful news your way. It could involve a goal, which you may have given up months or even years ago, which finally manifests. If so, you could feel a little overwhelmed. Take some time to sit still and let it all sink in before running out to celebrate. Congratulations! You'll find it much easier to know when to call it quits on this day. This can really help when it comes to wrapping up work projects, getting things finished at home, or with relationships you are having trouble with in your life. Make yourself a list of everything you want to be done with. Then take the necessary steps to bring closure to as many of them as you can. This will clear the slate for you to start anew. Have you been looking for a new job? If so, you might hear of an opportunity today from a totally unexpected source. This could mean that someone whom you'd never suspect brings it to your attention, or it could be in a new and unusual field. One way or another, as weird as it may seem, it's worthy of consideration. Look into it either way, and get all the facts before acting. With Venus in her last full day in your work sector and Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, leaving a week later, there should be a growing sense of urgency. While just by having Mars in your work sector has brought you to the busiest point in the year, as he is here until later in the month, the only urgency today is coming from a need to listen to your heart. Meanwhile, as the moon wraps up an eclipsing new moon in your financial sector, when it comes to money matters, it is all about trusting your gut without overthinking things. There is a sense of anticipation in the air on both the romantic and relationship fronts, and while your heart's over the horizon radar is picking up on what is immediately ahead, this in turn is just a taste of things to come. Just a day before Venus, the planet of love's return to your relationship sector, the moon is preparing to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together. Our eyes in the sky. Today, The moon in Gemini connects with Jupiter, Mars, Uranus, Venus, and Saturn. We can attest to the fact that by activating 5 planets, the lunar energy, as well as emotions, will be powerful throughout the day. First, when the moon aligns with Jupiter in Pisces, it broadens the heart and spirit. The energy helps us become more open and kind to others, something we can all embrace at the moment. Next, when the Gemini moon connects with Venus and Mars, both of which are in Capricorn, we can expect to feel as though we're taking action to align ourselves with relationships that acknowledge our truest desires. Finally, Uranus asks us to shift our mindset, while Saturn pushes us to take action around personal evolution and growth, which seems harder than ever. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and the Moon are strongly defined, which is why it's important to pay attention to themes of commitment and loyalty. You might have to do some work to earn others' trust, or vice versa, which you might not want to do, but the presence of Uranus makes it necessary. In the morning, the Gemini moon sextiles Jupiter in Pisces, inspiring us to enjoy life's Epicurean pleasures. Notably, we wish to be charitable with what we have. This could be as nuanced as sharing our philosophies or beliefs, or as simple as sharing a meal. Honesty reigns supreme, engendering trust and kindness. Our idealism shines through in our interactions. Even those who meet us in bad faith may be disarmed by our sincerity and instead resolve to act honorably with us. Before noon, the moon trines Mars in Capricorn. Both of these influences are exalted in their signs, making the melding of these energies an embodied and harmonious one. Events transpire which make us aware of our strengths. Hard work and patience help us meet our goals, yet we won't feel like we must rush to the finish line. Having a positive attitude and adopting a pragmatic approach delivers a stress-free success story, whether in business, family matters, or even asking a crush out on a date. It might not be the most romantic energy around, but this common-sense lunation helps you deal with reality in a very practical way, allowing you to get the tough stuff done in a simple and very matter-of-fact manner. What will make your life easier? Think of the little details now that will help you make the transition to a new season a little easier. Organize a closet or your work desk. Get a jump on spring cleaning, dust your bookcases and computer equipment. Start on all those little tasks that require attention to detail, because you have plenty of that now. And keeping your mind busy helps keep it off of bigger issues and problems that can lead to catastrophe-type thinking.